May I meet my lovelies, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are setting up our January setup in our bullet journals, and I have decided to go with a New Year's theme. So I picked out some washi tapes. I've got a black grid, a gray grid, and a gold glitter. This one I might have to use my glue stick for because it is quite old. And then I've got my new stickers that I printed. I'm using New Year's 2 to do my decorations, and I'm using some day headers as well for the grid on the monthly calendar, and then the monthly grid corner numbers in pastel. I'm using the yellow, and then I'm also going to be using my monthly mini tabs in yellow to tab January. And I also have here a Happy Planner sticker book. I'm going to be using the January header in this one. I don't know if I'm in frame or not, and I can't check. This is scary. Yes, I am in frame. I just used the weirdest way to figure that out, but it's okay. I'm using the January header in this to do my decorations because I still haven't gotten around to making month names, whatever. Oh my goodness, my brain's not working. Anyways, let's get into this. This might be a chatty one, this might not be, who knows. But yes, okay, so we do have, right, I was just about to say, like, what the heck, why are we in my quarterly goals already? That's not right. I need to set up my monthly calendar because it's the first page. So we're gonna be doing monthly calendar, like I said. Just use my trusty dusty whiteout. It's not dusty, it's very clean actually. There we go, that seems level. And I'm going to be, I didn't even take out my pens. Oh my goodness. Okay, I see how it is. It's gonna be that kind of day. I don't have any thin microns or pens left because I use them so much that they're actually just like, they're finito, they're donezo. That's the one thing that I lost recently is my ruler. It sucks because it's clear and I have no idea where it is. I'm always losing that thing as well. Always losing it. So I'm just gonna have to use my 12-inch ruler instead and hope that these work. My monthly calendars are changing from how I used to do them. I usually just did like a grid, like a solid even grid. So my example is like I just had a 5x7 grid. There weren't any breaks. Like, sure, July started on Monday, but it ended on a Wednesday, and so I still had the last 4 days, and then in August I still have the first days and then started here. That's what I mean by my grid's changing, because it's actually just going to conform to the way that the months start. And January is supposed to start on a Wednesday this year, I believe. Let me check a calendar and not my calendar, because you never know, that could be wrong. Yes, January starts on a Wednesday. So I'm gonna go in and do my thicker lines first, because those are always fun. And my boxes are 6 across and I believe 7 down. 6 spaces across, 7 spaces down. So that's 7 dots across, 8 dots down. Okay, my grid is done, which means that I can hum and haw over these easy. I don't have to hum and haw. I'm going with these smaller ones. And I'm a Monday start planner, because it just makes more sense in my head for some reason. Like, the weekends should be right next to each other. When they're written down, the weekends should be right next to each other. So Saturday and Sunday should be right next to each other. That's the end of the week. Monday is the beginning of the week, and that should be at the very beginning of the line. You know what I mean? That's actually pretty straight. Wasn't expecting that to go on so straight. But, oh, I should mention, as of this video, my store is live. That's gonna have to stay. Okay, now I'm gonna do the grids, but I'm gonna do that off camera because they're so small, they're gonna take way too long. Okay, we're back. I've done all of the dots. They're barely legible for y'all, but that's okay because they're legible for me. I forgot to pull out my 2025 calendars. These won't be available in the shop, but the 2026 ones will be. But these are the Monday start, and I've updated the design for the weekend days, so Saturday and Sunday, to be highlighted so that it's much easier to tell if this is a Monday start or a Sunday start, because the way that I've done them, there isn't Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday up at the top. It's just a small bar. So yeah, it's kind of hard. Like if they're not on the sheet, they were hard to tell, like if they're Monday start or Sunday start. So I've just done the weekdays, Saturday and Sunday, as the colors. And what I use these for is to put down for the next month over here, February. Oh. Uh-oh. These printed on the wrong side. I knew there's something weird about these. They printed on the wrong side. Dead. They printed on the release paper. That is why we have glue, y'all. I don't know if this is gonna work, but it's gonna have to. And these are just personal prints that I made for myself anyway, so it's a good thing, because if I had done multiple of those, oh my goodness. I was like, oh, that's sliding around a lot more than it should, because it's printed on the wrong side. Quaking in my boots. I don't know how I'm gonna store that now, because what is this? What is this? I can't believe. Anyways, I'm gonna decorate, and hopefully I'll be able to, because I still haven't fixed the cutting on this new glossy paper that I have. So it's taking up like 2 layers of paper instead of just releasing the sticker. I've gotten it. Can barely see it. Oh, maybe I should have put some of the black washi tape behind it. I actually do have black and gold stickers from another Happy Planner book that I might use as well. I'd have to get it out and see, because there's also a black and white set of pages in there as well. That might be pretty good. I did do the New Year sheet in 2 color palettes, like a traditional, like goldy gray and black, black and deep gold, like shades of gold, black and gray. And then I also did one that's like a lot more fun with like colored confetti, so like pink and purple and blue. And I think there's green in there. Might not be. There's just probably some. I think it's just pink, purple, and blue with some gold, with the gold in there. The upside to this paper though is that it makes stuff like this, like my gold or like metallic stuff, kind of look metallic, because it has like a metallic sheen to it. I don't know if you can see it. I didn't realize that when I got it. This is brand new glossy paper that I'm using, because I wanted to, it's offered in a bigger quantity. So I wanted to see if I could get a bigger quantity of glossy paper for a cheaper price and then go from there. But I might have to go back to the one that I used before, that I ran out of during my studio vlog, because I actually kind of like that one. It's easier to cut that one. I don't have to, sure, it's not as thin, but it's not as finicky either. It's an easier working experience, but I have like 100 sheets of this glossy paper, so I might as well figure out the cutting for it, because it is nice. It's really thin, which is good, because that means like shipping wise it's not gonna weigh like a butt ton, and it's not gonna be bulky in your planner when you're storing it, and it's a nice experience when it cuts right. So like I'm honestly thinking of like all of the glossy stickers that I cut for the for the product pictures on the website. I think I'm just gonna keep them for myself. Here's what I'm gonna do. It's very, very low tack, so I'm gonna make it high tack. It's not the kind that you can rip. I want to know right now, right freaking now, why the chickens are going off when it's literally almost 1 in the afternoon. Like, do y'all not know what morning is anymore? Like, what's happening? Kindly cease and desist, you know? I don't think I'm gonna color this in. I'm gonna leave it just as it is. I'm gonna put it right on the gold. It's not gonna stick because the gold is textured. Just a little bit. It's not too textured. It's just a wee bit textured. I don't really have anything that I can put on top of that to make it stay down. But as that, oh, I haven't done my holiday stickers. Jeez Louise. There's so many things that I have to do. And every month I write them down in my projects list and I still don't do them. I keep forgetting to. I'm going to decorate up there just a little bit. But the thing is, with this sticker paper, some of the stickers cut really fine, really nicely. They don't take the second layer with them when you peel them up. But others do, and it's really weird to me. That should be good for now. I don't have any plans in January, I don't believe. Let me check my calendar real quick before I lie to myself and you. No, I literally don't have anything going on in January. I do have something in February, but it might get moved depending on if something cancels. But that is going to be my monthly grid. I'm going to tab it up with the yellow monthly ones. I'm gonna get as close to the top as I can. That's about as straight as it's gonna get. I wanted these to be kind of smaller. I didn't realize how long they were until they printed. But I did want them to be kind of small. I want them to be at least like half that size. But that's okay. Hopefully y'all saw all of that and it was in focus because I had to move my phone up so that it wouldn't go blurry when I zoomed in. But that is that monthly spread. And now we're going to move to set up my Q1 goals. I did not do the things for this. Okay, this is going to be a multiple day recording session. That is okay. Well, I didn't plan to do a voiceover for this either, but then I realized how much empty space there was, and I didn't want to repeat the same songs over and over and over. I only have 2 to choose from. But that's neither here nor there. Oh my goodness. It is Christmas morning as I'm recording this voiceover, so Merry Christmas to those of you who celebrate. Those of you who don't, happy holidays. Still a holiday season. So enjoy your day off from work, I guess, if you have it. So I'm going to get into the video. Jeez Louise. This spread that I'm setting up right now is my Q1 goals and tasks spread. I did actually already have the titles written out on separate pieces of paper. However, I forgot about that until I got into setting up the video, or setting up the spread, I mean. And they also didn't fit. So like, I don't know what about it just didn't fit, but I like the bigger, blockier text in the titles. It fits the monthly calendars title, but I think that's the only thing it fits because the yearly goals have the other title, and the Q1 goals are gonna match that title. But then I was like, no, I like the bigger title block of title at the top. And I think that's because the spread itself is kind of blocky, where it's just divided into 4, like the yearly goals divisions were. And so I just thought like it's easier for my brain to comprehend if I just keep it similar, not the exact same, but similar, and figure that out from there. But because of that, I sort of I wouldn't say miscalculated. I sort of had to rejig the title for goals and tasks because it was longer than the book itself. But that's fine. It actually adds some spice to the spread. And now I'm going in and lining I'm just putting in the border for the spread. I don't need much space because this is where I put the tasks to, like, the small steps to make the bigger step for each of my goals or my sections of goals. And I went in and I penciled in. I had to brainstorm and pencil in my thoughts, or brainstorm and pencil in the goals that I wanted to put in. This is so hard. So I've gotten those sections in. There's the personal health on the left hand side and the business section on the right hand side. My business section is split into two between Shadowbun Co., which is this channel, this shop, and Xseed, which is my online presence as a VTuber, as a content creator on the other side of YouTube. And so we're going in. I can read a couple. I know in personal, there's read one book, and the subtask for that is to annotate and log in reading journal. I got some annotating stickers, and I've been watching a couple videos on how to annotate. And it's kind of the system that I wanted to try and didn't know what it was called to look it up, to research it more, was the annotating system. It's just where you take like your tabs and your pencil or pen if you're brave enough, and you just like write in your book like your thoughts and ideas, or like you underline stuff that jumped out at you, stuff that you want to remember, highlight, whatever. And I feel like that, coupled with my reading journal and how I'm going to be using my reading journal, is going to help me remember what the heck I read in these books. So yeah, that's a thing. And then we're going to just do one from each section, I guess, because apparently I'm in the health section now. So in my health section, I've got, I can just pick one. Be conscious of what I eat. I was given a diet plan from a nutritionist, but because of my lack of funds, I haven't been able to actually buy the things that are on the diet plan to help me. So until I get those funds, I'm going to be just taking note of what I eat and seeing if it'll help me understand like what my body reacts to, what it does like, what it doesn't like, what makes me feel better, what makes me feel disgusting, etc., stuff like that. Because that also goes hand in hand with like other medical symptoms that might flare up because of what I eat. So just keeping note of that in my journal would be great. So my health section is actually for a completely separate journal that isn't going to be on this channel because it's a personal thing. But moving on to the business side, we've just finished Shadowbun Co., and on that I only have two, and that's to create a posting schedule and create a workflow. Creating a posting schedule, when I say create a posting schedule, I mean to choose a day or days to post about the store and create a post template to use. That's just so that I can make that an easier process for me to remember to actually do if it's already like half done. Then for XC, there's like create a stream/video schedule. I already create a stream schedule on a weekly basis because I used to stream every day, Monday to Friday, I should say, on Twitch. But now I just want to do it to 3 days a week, hopefully, because then I could put in room to record like standalone series videos and then have days dedicated to editing. And then there's also the last one on that, which is Start on Zed Lore, which is my avatar for streaming, but it's also a character that I've transported somehow into Final Fantasy 14. So I have some written lore on them already, so I can transfer that into a Google document. But now we are on to my January cover page. Now this cover page is kind of fun in its simplicity. Oh, let me turn the page, please. Thank you. I just took like a scrap piece of black cardstock, ripped it on one end, and stuck it to the top to make it look like kind of like the night sky. And then I just used a gold and white pen. I think the gold pen is like a cheap dollar store pen that is done. It's like empty now. I used the last ink of it in this video. And then the white paint pen is, I believe, a Posca pen that I used for the stars and one of the fireworks on the right hand side of that. And then I just used my black pen to continue the line. So it's like the trail up into the sky where they explode. That was that. I just kept it really simple. And then the January cover spread is the same, very simple. Just January in the middle with the border and a couple of the stickers around it. Now we're on to my projects and tasks list. This title I really should have thought it out better. And I didn't, but that's okay. I think it adds for a different dynamic. This is very simple. Spread, as the left hand side is where the most of the information is going to go, and then the right hand side is a blank page for extra thoughts and situations or whatever. But the projects and tasks list is where I have my projects and tasks, as well as events, deadlines, and challenges that I set for myself during the month. So I've got this page is split into two. On the left hand side is a bigger section for the projects with a smaller section below it for deadlines. On the right hand side is a small section up at the top for events, a medium section for tasks, and then a slightly smaller section for challenges at the bottom. Now, projects is where I'd put like sticker sheets that I'm working on, or say like I'm gonna do the templates for the shop for posting. I put those there. Stuff like doing like, oh goodness, what am I thinking of? I don't know what I'm thinking of, but yeah, products for the shop, stuff like making thumbnails or updating listings or whatever is gonna go there. And then the tasks could be like if I need to break down that project into like the subtasks to actually complete it. So like say like I'm doing I have in my head that I'm doing some overlays to offer up for purchase or for free on the website. Then I'd put like in the task section which overlays I need to get done and stuff like that. Now we're on to the first weekly, and this is going to be very different. This was actually like a step out of my comfort zone because I'm so used to cramming 1 week into a spread that doing it like this was originally how I was planning to do my 2024 journal, but my math didn't work out and stuff like that. So this is the first spread. I'm doing it, I'm putting the pen to paper, and it's like I can always change up the spread if I need to. That's the whole point of a bullet journal, is that it is fully customizable to what you need, and you can get rid of what you don't need or what you don't use and be fine. So this spread is well, this week is actually going to be 2 spreads that I've split into 4 days per spread, sorry. But I'm starting it on Monday, and I do believe I explained this later on in the outro, but I'm starting it on Monday because I'm a Monday start journaler. So Monday is actually the 30th of December, Tuesday is the 31st, and Wednesday is the 1st of January. But how that's going to happen is I'm going to do Monday and Tuesday in my 2024 journal, and then when I move into my 2025 journal, I'll just transfer that stuff over so the spread looks full. I could have just like turned that first page into like another blank or something, I don't know, or just, what have you, but that's just how it's going to set up. And it's just going to be the 2 strips of washi at the top with the days and date dots, or date squares in this case, next to it. So now that we're finished with the setup, we're going to do a flip through. So here is my monthly grid for January, with February's next month here to let me know when it starts. Then we're going to flip to January cover page. Wait, no, actually, my quarterly goals, my quarter 1 goals and tasks that I filled in. I do need to tab this as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to do on the top or the side. I might do on the top, but this is my quarter 1 goals. And then we have my January cover page where I did just a black piece of cardstock, and then used a white Posca paint pen and a gold gel pen that I found to do some fireworks, and using some of the New Year's 2 sticker sheet to decorate here. Very simple. Then we have my projects and tasks page, and then the blank page for extra stuff. And then we have the first week. So I started it on the 30th of December, which is fine. I might still do the 30th and the 31st of December in my 2024 journal and then just transfer those tasks and stuff to here just with the full spread. And then we have the 1st through 2nd, then the 3rd through 5th, ending on Sunday, and then notes and extras. And then I might just repeat this for the next one or switch back to my 1 week per spread. Who knows? We'll see. But yes, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Blessed be!